Freya's gaze flicked down at Isla's mouth. It's late, Freya said. Isla nodded, licking her lips in anticipation. Let's put out the fire and go to bed, Freya said. Literally or figuratively? Isla asked. Freya's eyes narrowed for a fraction of a second, and then she stood quickly, as if she needed to put distance between her and Isla. She scooped sand into the small wooden bucket that the hotel front desk had given them and poured it over the fire. The night turned dark, the heat dissipating almost immediately. And in the cold, dark evening, Isla felt slightly ashamed of being so forward with Freya. It would be so awkward to share a room with her after suggesting they should act on the momentary spark between them. What a creepy thing to have done. What had gotten into her? Weddings. Ugh. They walked back to their villa along the beach in silence, Freya leading the way, twirling an empty wineglass in her hand. Isla worried the whole way, twisting the blanket in her hands as she followed Freya. She couldn't determine if Freya was upset or not. They needed to talk about it before it stretched out between them too much. Isla had overstepped, but it didn't mean that they couldn't laugh about it later. She had only had one glass of wine, but they could always blame it on the romantic paradise setting, right? This was something they could laugh about in the future as friends, as they had just laughed about her and Meg's very short-lived hookup. Isla dropped the sandy blanket onto the chair near the pool and waited as Freya rinsed off her feet and hands in the outdoor shower, then did the same. Freya walked inside without another word. Isla stared up at the cool water pouring over her and contemplated stepping in. She was so not looking forward to sleeping on that couch. Maybe she could call Sabrina and beg to stay in their villa for the night. Except she might be crashing an engagement. You okay? Freya called out the open patio door. Yeah, Isla said, quickly turning off the knob for the water. Sand is just intense. Freya laughed. Want another glass of wine? No, I'm okay, Isla said. At least Freya was talking to her again. Maybe she had misinterpreted. She grabbed a towel off of the table near the deck chairs and dried her hands and feet, then stepped inside the villa. Freya had disappeared again. Isla found the water bottle she had filled earlier and took a large swig of the cool liquid, trying to relax. So, question, Freya said from behind her. Isla turned to see Freya was wearing nothing but a loosely tied bathrobe. She nearly choked on the last of the water in her mouth. Do you want to sleep in the bed tonight? Freya said, her face completely blank.